Greetings and welcome back to Big Bacon's Collection. I'm your host, Big Bacon, coming to you from the secret underground bacon bunker where apparently my generator does not work. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not sure of the exact date. What is today's date, Emma?
I don't know. It's been a year.
Okay, my bacon bit doesn't know the day. I know that we have severe thunderstorm and tornado warnings right now, and apparently my power grid has decided it doesn't want to cooperate. So we're doing our first in the dark review. So just so you know, this light is from my phone. Light off, light on.
I like the light on.
Well, obviously. So today we're going to be looking at the McFarlane Toys comic book version of the Walking Dead beta. Now this was some sort of exclusive. Honestly, I got this as a Secret Santa gift a couple years ago in a toy group on Facebook. At the time, I wasn't really looking for comic book versions of the characters, but given that Todd McFarlane royally screwed up the distribution and license for the AMC versions, this is the only beta we're ever going to get. So we're going to look at the accessories real quick. We're going to look at the figure, get him geared up and up on the shelf. So he comes with a pair of these really large kukri style knives. Serration on the back, beveled edge on the front end. Have a wood grain looking handle with a finger guard, trigger well, stamped emblem inside the handle. All in all, it looks really nice. And I mean, it's a big piece. And like I said, it is a set. Other handle has a little bit of paint defects over here on the end, but we'll forgive them for that. Okay, so onto the figure. Now, if you're familiar with the walkers from either the TV show or the comic, you recognize human face with a dead person's skin on top of it and hair. He's wearing a dead person mask. So, sculpt-wise, this is an amazing looking figure. I mean, it actually is. Now, it's glued into place, so you can't actually take it fully off. But it really is a mask on top of a human face. You can see the eyes painted up really well in there. Got some great beard going on. The dead skin is greened and mottled and really quite ugly. Got a little bit of paint detail issue over here where the mask is still skin tone color, but we'll forgive it. He's wearing a shirt, nicely torn, aged, weathered. The scarf is old and dirty. The long coat, worn with age, holes detailed into it. This is just, I've always said McFarlane does beautiful sculpts. Paint is sometimes hit or miss. He's wearing combat boots, old worn out combat boots. So let's do some articulation real quick. Head is on a ball joint, but because of the long hair in the back, you're not getting any higher than that. Don't look down that far. There's a little bit of tilt on this figure. And some rotation. Arms hinge up to over 45. More impressive than I thought it would be. They will rotate all the way around. Have a single jointed pinned elbow. Comes up to less than 90. Rotation at that elbow point. Hands rotate, and then we've got the weird looking McFarlane wrists. Left hand has a horizontal hinge. and rotates. Right hand has a vertical hinge and rotates. No waist, no torso cuts. We have the hip, which is the double hinge. Let's just take this off for just a second. It's not that difficult to get back on. Or is it? There we go. We've got the McFarlane double hinge for the hip. So what that means is it's a hinge that will kick forward, but only that far. But then it will kick out also at that same hinge point. Hinge, hinge. So range on it's not all that great. And I imagine a lot of it has to do with the sculpt. There's no thigh cut. Do have a single jointed pin knee that only comes up that far. Feet. Oh, there is rotation at the knee as well. Foot has no real articulation either. So let's get this back on him if we can. Luckily, the jacket tends to hide a lot of this white. And these stands are too expensive for me to just flat out replace them all right away. So let's get... Oh boy. I gotta get it higher, or he's going to float. And unlike the sewers, we don't all float down here. Some of you will get that reference. So, gearing him up. You don't get that reference. You don't watch scary movies.
I watch things.
That's not the same as watching it, trust me. It is so much worse.
But what about Redman?
So those knives fit really well into his hands. His hands are sculpted to fit the handles perfectly, along with a trigger finger that actually fits inside that sculpted in hole. So let's get the stand back in place. And there we have him. So I'm going to take a moment and get him up on the shelf. And there you have it. Once again, thanks for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe, like, share, comment, hit that notification bell. And I'll see you all next time.